What if I told you that pushing your teens to join a sport at school like soccer, baseball, or ballet could drastically decrease their depression rates, increase your GPAs, while simultaneously making it way easier for them to be healthy when they get older? Would you believe me? I don't think you would. But this is shown for not only teens, it can be adults, it can be children as well. Doesn't really matter, it's for everybody. But sports are often seen as something that's played for fun or something that's just meant for people who are more athletically gifted. And that's not the case. Today, I want to try to change your minds about why I think every kid and every teen should participate in a sport. Because of sport really gives a really powerful impact on their academics, their emotional well-being, and also their longevity. Um, and how it affects academics. So I have an article from Tang and Wang in 2025. It says that artistic sports like dance and gymnasts were linked to higher and more effective education, more effective scores due to reduced procrastination and anxiety and improves mindfulness. So it's like structured sports promotes focus, discipline, and it also promotes confidence in the classroom. And another source by Hosen ETE in 2020 says the university student athletes had better academic performances than the non-university student athletes, like the regular kids. This study really debunks the myth of like you're meant to, if you are in sports, that you're not gonna have enough time to study. It just debunks that like completely. And another article I looked at was by Gaglariet in 2020. It says high school athletes who spend more time in sports reported lower depression symptoms. This is really like a key point because all your kids should be in sports because you can really like change their lives and impact it in a more positive way, because depression really takes a lot of lives and we want to try to prevent that from happening. And another article was by Kang ETE in 2024. It says team sports were linked to reduced anxiety and stress and increased self-esteem, belonging, and the GPA were all increased. So team sports offer not only physical fitness, but also social connections and emotional balance. So these are all good points. And the last of my sources was by Kokanda in 2024. It said adolescents who plays sports were more likely to report better overall health, lower depression scores in their 20s. This now means like sports can mean a healthier lifestyle and a happier adulthood later in the future. And my Christian worldview on this is, I feel like in the Bible it says our body is a temple of God. This is 1 Corinthians 6:19-20. So our body is a temple of God. So if you want to protect your body, you got to be able to be in sport. You got to be in sports because you got to keep fit. You got to keep like active. And that's just a way to glorify the body that God gave us in this world. And Proverbs 22 verse 6 says, train up your child in the way he should go. Sports are a way to like build discipline, teamwork, stewardship for your physical health. And sports also teach humility, perseverance, and community. values deeply rooted in Christian living. So I just think sports are far from just a game, because sports are like a tool for academic success, emotional health, and lifelong living. And whether you are a student, you're a parent, or you're a teacher, encourage sports participation, not just for athletes, but for everybody, for every student, so they can feel better about themselves. And there's a quote I have from Abraham Lincoln that says, "Play is the highest form of research." So don't underestimate how much play affects our day-to-day lives, because it can really like push. It can really be a more positive than negative in our lives. Thank you.